Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time with us, my name's Elena and today we're trying something new, namely building. If you've been on my channel for even a little while, you might notice that I really only ever post Create a Sim videos. The reason for this is that I am very bad at building. I can't do it. I don't know how. I always take forever, even on tiny little houses. Like, I'll spend like several hours building a starter house for a 100 baby challenge or like for a legacy. It's rough. It's ugly. But here's the thing. I've also been seeing a lot of things about the Simsy save recently, and I know other people have saves. I know Plumbella has one. I know this is not just the two of them. There's a bunch. But as Jenna Marbles would say, like, I want to have fun too. I want to make my own. I want to make cute little townies. I want to give the classic townies some makeovers, you know, so they're still recognizable, but just like cuter. I've posted a few videos to this effect before, but I've decided to kind of like start fresh because it's been such a long time. But the thing is, to make a save that actually is like useful to people, I think you have to build. Like, you can't just leave it with the EA builds. You just, no, those are unacceptable. Obviously the problem here is that I can't build. I have posted, I believe 3 speed builds. I posted like a all red speed build because I thought it would be hard, and it was. And then I posted an all orange one. And then, because I just got sick of doing those, I think, I built a rainbow mansion where each of the bedrooms is a different color. And honestly, it looks sick, and it took me 24 hours to build. So that's where we're at. This little house, this is a 15 by 20 lot. This took me 4 hours, so hopefully we'll get faster, but I might also just be like this. Anyway, because I want to make a save that people might actually enjoy using and that I would enjoy using, I think I have to learn how to build. And the method I came up for this was building just a little build with each of the packs. So I'm starting with base game. I'm going to do 2 base game ones, one in Willow Creek and one in the desert. I don't remember what it's called, because I think there's like 2 distinct build styles in the base game. There's a few build styles, but I think I should do one in each world. And then once I'm done with those, I will make a house using just the base game and 1 pack for each pack. That includes, I'm talking like my first pet stuff, I'm talking mosquito stuff, like everything. We're gonna be here a while. And I'll just pick, if the pack came with a world, I will pick the smallest lot in that world and build a house on it. If it did not come with a world, I'll just kind of like pick a base game one that like I think works pretty well. That's where we're at. That's what I'm planning to do. And so this is like 1 out of, 25. I don't know how much stuff we have, y'all. And it's going to keep coming. Like, by the time I get around to building something with just the Realm of Magic stuff, it's going to be like 2030, and we're going to have The Sims 6. So, RIP. But yeah, so this is our first base game. Like, the very suburban style, this is exactly what the neighborhoods I grew up in looked like. Neighborhoods. I lived in one house my whole life. But this is exactly what this neighborhood looked like. It was very Willow Creeky, this was built in the 80s, and like the wallpaper is like kind of cute and retro now, but like it's not quite there yet. Also, you need to replace your sinks. This is a fun fact about my childhood. The house that I grew up in was mostly pink when we moved in. And this was like we moved into the house of I think he was like a pastor, and he had a couple of teenage sons, and their whole house was, and not just like pink, I'm talking mauve. Like, it was 1987 when they built that shit. We had like all over the house just trim around the top of each room that were like mauve roses. And then all the carpets were like mauve. And my bedroom was pink with a mauve carpet. And it was like the bathroom sink in our like hall bathroom on the first floor of our house still has a like light purple countertop from the 80s. It's amazing. Like, I am obsessed with it. So this is kind of what I went for with this build. This is very small, despite the fact that it took me forever. And despite the fact that I think it costs like 40,000 simoleons, but it's fine. We all make mistakes. And it's very grandma-y on the inside. Like, you know the base game floral wallpaper? Like that. Yeah. So you could have, I think, 2 Sims living in here. It's very much not meant to be a house with kids, but I did put like a little monkey bars jungle gym thing in the backyard because I figure, you know, your grandma, you entertain a lot. So even though the house is tiny, she's got this like big ass porch with some like entertaining space. I will say I was very disappointed to learn that the newest like base game updates, the newest chairs don't like slot into a table, which is like kind of annoying because I was depending on that. The idea that I also had, again, based on my neighborhood growing up, is like the inside of the house is from probably the 80s, and then the porch was added on like in the 2000s, kind of, you know, when like grandma had some money. She was like retired and she had money and she wanted to have like a nice porch. So that's the idea. It is very pink. If you're looking at this floor plan and thinking like, what the hell, that's a reasonable reaction. I think probably in addition to all the other things I'm bad at with building, like I think I'm pretty good with decorating. I can add plants like a champ, you know, but roofing I struggle with deeply. I have watched the Builder's Bible, I swear. I just can't do it still. I can't roof. And then floor plans are really, I take probably like 1/4 of the time that I build every single time just to figure out the floor plan. Because I don't know how big things are anyway. Like I don't know what Sims can move around in. I haven't built that much. So I play tested this house thoroughly. You can sit in every single chair. You can get in the bed from both sides. Everything's fine. But I had to play test it because I didn't know. And so the same thing is true when I'm like sizing rooms. You know, I can't just eyeball it. I'm not good at things. I'm not James Turner. No eyeballing for me. So I have to like add the biggest pieces of furniture in to like make sure everything will fit. Because, you know, better to build around furniture than to have to extend the house that's already taking up the whole lot. So, yeah, I mean, it's got like a little tiny sitting area with a little shitty TV. It's got a double bed, a shower. I wanted to use that like base game shower bathtub combo that has like that rose patterned curtain because it was perfect, but I just couldn't quite fit it in. But full bathroom, full kitchen, little tiny sitting area with a TV, and you can sit on both places on that couch. And then like 2 dining areas because like it's grandma's house. She's entertaining a lot. The backyard also, like I said, it has like a thingy. I think the backyard is definitely the best part of this. She's got like that very cute like kind of trellis roof to the porch, which I mean it won't block them from the sun, but it does look cute. And then obviously the split level stairs because like we can have nice things now. And then there's like a little gardening area back there, you know. She's got like a tree and a couple of like base game plants, and like a little gardening cart, which I thought was cute. There's so much cute stuff in the base game. Like I know we rip on the base game a lot, and kind of deservedly because like no pools, no toddlers, whatever. But there's some like stuff that I always forget about, like that super cute little gardening cart. Oh God, my cat's here. He's ready to jump on my my microphone wire. Someday I'll put a picture of him in a video when I promise that I will. Anyway, yeah, there's some cute stuff in the base game and like stuff that was in there originally and did not get added later. So go you, Sims team, kind of. Yeah, it gets progressively pinker. I think it was like when I put that like horrible 80s floral wallpaper in the bedroom that the house was just doomed. You know, it was already pink on the outside and now like this is where we're at. The base game curtains, there's a lot of stuff about the base game furniture that's bad, but the base game curtains, baby, like those are horrible. There's not a single good curtain in the base game. And curtains are always the thing that I forget to add anyway. But like, oh boy, they're so thick. They look like Sims 2 or like Sims 1 meshes. They're just chonky. You can see them, they stick out like a foot from the wall. It's disgusting. I love it. So yeah, everything, it's fully functional, fully landscaped, fully decorated. You know, I did a good job with this, I think. You may beg to differ, but I think this is like a pretty decent start to the build series. Who knows how often I'll actually post these, but like we'll work on it. We'll get there together. This was the fun thing about builds that I always forget about, is that I can just talk about my own shit like halfway through because I mean, I'm done talking about the build unless you guys have questions, but it's kind of straightforward. Yeah, I'm very excited about the save. I am not lying when I tell you I have about 200 ideas for townies. Like I have a whole note on my computer and like a bunch of notes on my phone of just like townies that I have ideas for. I'm very excited to do that. And like I love to make over the horrible Maxis townies. Like to me, it's the hair. Like the base game hair. Once you get that out of the way, a sim really takes off, you know? It's great. Yeah. So this is, I'm picturing, here's your options. Either you have an actual grandma living here, and you can have like little family parties at her house, like little family reunion. I know there's like a mod, I think it's a Kawaii Stacy one, because everything's a Kawaii Stacy mod, where you can have like family reunion parties. I think that would be super cute. You can just have, you know, like people come visit, but also you can have, you know, maybe grandma just died, like not to be morbid, but maybe grandma died and maybe one of the grandkids just graduated from college and got a real person job, and so they take over grandma's mortgage and they move in here, and like they don't get laid because the house is horrifying. Yeah, I can't imagine that you would want to play in this house, but I might, honestly. I think it's like a really fun little, obviously you'd have to delete a bunch of crap to make it like a real starter home, but I think it's a nice little like basic suburban, and like I'm the expert. This is me building from experience. I knew exactly what should go everywhere. I can talk. Oh no, we're coming up to the part where I have to like raise and lower the foundation like 60 times so that I can landscape. Oh, this is embarrassing. Watch me try and place this hose for like 5 years. Jesus. This is what I mean when I say I'm a bad builder. Like, I'm not saying it in a cute way. I just am. I'm also a horrible perfectionist. So here's one thing. I'll give you this one for free. If you download this from the gallery, Origin Idea Elena D97, I'll put that in the description because nobody can spell my name. And then you stand in the main room, like the open living area, and you look upwards, you'll see that little cone roof protrudes right through the ceiling. No idea why. I don't build, so your guess is as good as mine. This is the cutest part, is this little like trellis roof. I love doing this on just kind of like cute little homey builds. It gives off the aura. I love when you can see a house and just know who lives there right away. And this gives off like a very gardeny grandma aura. Yeah, I will say I have play tested this house so thoroughly. You can get everywhere. You can sit in every chair. You can sit in both spots on that little sofa. You know, kids can use the jungle gym. I moved in this horrible, I love doing that like story feature just to make random sims, and so I moved in this horrible man. He was like, he had a son who was evil, and the son was mean, but the dad was evil, and he also was like an artist, and like I hang out with a lot of English majors, and it was too real. Anyway, I left all of the lights. I know a lot of people like to adjust the lights so that they have that nice like white lighting, but for this it really felt like the yellow lights were appropriate. Also, I was sick of building, and so I wanted to stop. Oh no. See, I'm bad enough at placing landscaping on like a flat lot, but you add in this freaking terrain manipulation and suddenly I'm more lost than I've ever been in my life. I'm like in a supermarket crying because I can't see my mom lost. It's terrible. Here's another horrible thing about the base game. The pillars. There's no good base game pillars. Not a single one. How do people survive without get together? I don't get it. Anyway, the landscaping elements in the base game are actually really cute, though. I will say that. Like, I find myself coming back to these no matter what. Like, no matter what I'm building, if I'm letting myself use all the packs, I still come back to, like, the base game landscaping because it's actually really cute. Yeah. Oh, no. I know, like, anybody who has ever built things is better at building than me, and so I know that you're watching this and wanting to commit murder. And that's okay. I don't condone it, but I understand it. Yeah, lots of ferns, it fits right in this world, you know? Ooh, oh no, it's gonna take me I'm already thinking about doing Newcrest. Oh my god. How do people build an entire neighborhood basically from scratch? I know there's like the Newcrest challenge, and I don't do that on purpose. I like how I'm acting like somebody else is doing this to me. No, this is my choice. I've made my bed. I'm lying in it. This is my build. This is my story. Yeah. I mean, we're almost done here, but I hope that you enjoyed this at least a little bit, because there will be more of them, no matter whether you liked it or not. I hope that eventually I finish this save. If you want to encourage me, you could like and comment and subscribe and follow me on the gallery and on Twitter. Here's my deal. I'm not really trying to plug for followers, but I just want my own URL. So if I can just get to like 100, that'd be dope. Anyway, that's all that I have for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you appreciate you. And I will see you all next time.